Hello everybody, I hope you're all keeping well. Today I have a design project to share with you for Crafty Me Shop. Crafty Me Shop is a Facebook store and it's run by a lady by the name of Esme, and she sells the most beautiful laces and trims, and I have decided that I've made a snippet collage roll or piece from some lovely laces and trims from Crafty Me Shop. This I am going to be sending to Ivy, who is Ivy's Shabby Craft Cabin on YouTube. She's having a challenge at the moment. I am very late. I'm so sorry, Ivy. I really haven't participated in any challenges over the last year for various reasons, but I really did want to send something to Ivy because I really love her work and she's such a sweet lady. I've been making it all week, but then I went back and looked at her original video and I get the feeling she's going to cut it up. I'm not sure if this is the kind that you would cut up, Ivy, because you'd lose so much of the beading that I've done. But I've got a little solution for that. So just let me show you the snippet piece that I've made. It is the required 20 inches. She said she would like something no less than 20 inches long and 3 to 4 inches wide. So I think this is about about almost 4 inches if you go from tip of lace to tip of lace, but the main body is just over 3 inches wide. And she wanted it done in neutral whites and beiges with some pinks. I think she mentioned avocado pink. I really don't have any avocado type of pink, so I still hope you like this. Anyway, and it will probably get to you late, so I don't expect to be put in the drawer or anything like that. Like I said, I just want to send it to you. So we'll start at this end. This is a beautiful pink piece. It was a large bodice front applique from Crafty Me Shop, and I've used a couple of pieces of that. The actual base of the roll is... It's a piece of old lace that I had, and then I've used some of this peachy pink lace. It's a stretch lace. This is actually a little crop top that I found thrifting quite some time ago, and I've just see how I've cut the bottom off it. It's a little bit stretchy, but I really think it's a pretty colour. So I used that over the top of a beige lace for the background. All these flowers are my own, and these little pink beads come from some, it's a pink lace from Crafty Me Shop that over the last couple of months or so I've kind of been using bits and pieces off it. So if, you know, if I lose a pearl here and there, I keep them. I love this lace. I love cutting into this lace. As you can see, there's bits missing everywhere. It's absolutely beautiful. And the lovely part is it's got this mesh part of the lace at the top that you can use as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's where these little pink pearls come from. This butterfly here is from Angela. Thank you, Angela. The little pink flower here is from my bunch of pink flowers, but this one over here is from the lace I just showed you. In the center of these, I have done some beading, and I was inspired by the lace from Crafty Me Shop that I was sent. Let me just show you. It's so sweet, and it has these. It's gorgeous. It really is. Is that it? Yep, that's it. And I have a project coming up with this as well. It's this lovely lace, but if you can see how it's little bugle beads standing up with beads on top. So I'd already started using these beads that I found thrifting, and there's a whole variety in there, as you can see, and they match some of the beads that were on the some applique pieces, like these discoloured ones in that. They look like these, so I used these, and they had some little bugle beads in them. So I used those and made the little centers. See those centers for the flowers there? Okay, what I did to start with was I had this, where is it? I'm all over the place here, aren't I? I had this beautiful piece of lace here, and what I did, some of it had started unraveling, and it's like that. And so I used it on here and stitched it. This is all hand stitched, and made a twirling motion all along the actual snippet roll. So that was what I did first. Then I started adding the applique pieces, like this pink one, and these little offcuts here out of my, some of them are out of my snips jar. This is all Crafty Me Shop, this snips jar. And then I added some lovely little applique pieces from Crafty Me Shop. I've added these lovely little circles, and that's a new trim that I've got from Crafty Me Shop. It's this one here, and I just cut some little circles off and stitched those on, and then put some beads in the center of it there, like that. I added sequins from the tube I just showed you. This is more, all these laces are Crafty Me Shop. All these little applique flowers are Crafty Me Shop. I have some mother of pearl buttons here. Another applique piece here. Those were already beaded, but I've stitched it on. This beautiful, I love this. This is Crafty Me Shop, and it's got a silver thread going through it. Then I've got this lovely corded lace underneath, and it's, like I said, it's all hand stitched on. I did so much hand stitching. And in between, I've put in some little tiny seed beads in various places, and that's what I mean. If you start cutting it apart, you're going to lose all that. More sequins and beads, more little applique pieces from Crafty Me Shop laces. This is that beautiful pink flower from the lace I showed you, but then I put a little beige one in the center and a pink pearl that was originally on the flower. This is a piece of Crafty Me Shop lace. It's a pleated lace, and it's beautiful. I've got, here we go. I'll show you it. These are some flowers I'm making, but you can see it's already all pleated. It's really, really lovely. So I've put a little piece of that on there. And more of the white corded applique at the back there. I've got this applique piece here, and underneath I've just got a little tool bow knot, and that just helps it to be a little bit dimensional. I did it down here as well. That kind of stays up on its own. More applique, that's some pink beading from that pink lace I just showed you. More mother of pearl buttons. All along the top, I've got this beautiful fine lace from Crafty Me Shop. I did tea dye this one, so it wasn't too bright white. And this gorgeous piece of lace that runs all across the bottom is from Crafty Me Shop. It's a beautiful cotton type of lace, and I love it. And there's another applique sequined piece from Crafty Me Shop. Sometimes those sequins pop over the wrong way. And that was already sequined, but you can see that is a piece that was already sequined, and it matches in with these spare ones that I had in that tube perfectly. And then there's this little bead here, and that's from a belly dancing top that I cut up a long time ago. I have some glass mother of pearl beads in the middle of these flowers. This one here is part of this applique here. More mother of pearl buttons, some more of those little circles, another one of those flowers with the beads in it, a butterfly, and that's the end piece. And I just put another piece of that lovely peachy pink applique on the end, and that's what I have done, and I think it's so pretty. It's really, really pretty, and I absolutely loved making it. I really did. And I've left pieces that are a little bit movable. Like I've stitched a lot down, but then other pieces I've stitched partly down. And that's that. Now, you can cut that up if you want, Ivy. But like I said, you're going to lose a lot of this, you know, the little beading pieces that I've done. So what I did when I realised that you said you're going to make something, at first I thought, oh yeah, because, you know, other people have had snippet rolls and they just join them all together and things like that. But I think she means she's going to cut it up. So what I've done, I got my snips jar, and this is all Crafty Me Shop scraps in here. I got a piece of fabric, I laid it down, and I covered it in the same pink lace, and then a layer of tulle, and then I put all the scraps over the top, and I stitched them all on. And what I've done is I've just pinned this to the back of the snippet roll with some pins, and I put some little charms that I got off a bracelet on there, and that comes off completely. I've got pins on the end there and pins on the end there as well. And this is, you can cut this one up. You can cut them both up if you want, but this one is not going to fall apart. This one is machine stitched. See how I've put lots of machine stitching on the back in different directions, so you can just come along and cut that up exactly how you want it. Use it in your little collages and things like that. And I thought, well, that might be a better piece for you to cut up. You can add to it as well. And that's the back of the other one. As you can see, there's a lot of little stitches in there, and they're not all just one section at a time. Kind of continues on, and that's why it's probably not a good one for cutting up, but you can if you want. So that's all made from Crafty Me Shop scraps. Every time I have a project that I'm making for Crafty Me Shop, I put all my little scraps and things in my snips jar. It was actually overflowing, but it can close again now. And then every so often I will make something with it. So I'll just pin that back on. I hope you like this snippet roll I've made for you. I'm very sorry that I didn't quite understand that you were going to be cutting it all up. I probably would have made it a little bit different had I realised that. But there we go. That's the snippet roll that I have made for Ivy from Ivy's Shabby Craft Cabin. And I've used my lovely laces and trims and scraps from Crafty Me Shop on Facebook. It's so pretty. Love it. Love it. And that's the scrappy piece on the back there that she can use to cut up. So don't throw your scraps away, ladies. You can make some lovely pieces out of them for projects, for the journal making, for fabric and lace books, for the fronts of cards, for embellishments, all sorts of things. Wouldn't it be nice to make like a garment top or something like this? I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I love the way it feels. And I kept thinking, you know, I'd love to do this for my dress form and make her a pretty bodice. I've made a bodice for her before, but maybe it's time to do something different, because I really did enjoy doing this. Or perhaps, you know, it reminds me of my Precious book that I made, where I just did lots of different things, and I loved it. I might have to do this again, you know, something like that again. I really did enjoy making this. So that is my project. Sorry about rambling. I hope you like it, Ivy. I hope everybody else likes it as well. And I'll put a link to Crafty Me Shop on Facebook in the description box below. I'll also put a link to Ivy's challenge. I think it finishes on the 17th of August. There's probably no chance that this will get there before then. So like I said, don't put me in the drawer, Ivy, but I'll be sending it off to you next week anyway. Those that live closer to Ivy, she is in the UK, still have time to send something and enter her challenge of a snippet roll. So take care, everybody. Bye.